Good morning, everybody. At least it's morning when I'm recording this. Welcome back to episode 11 of Matthew's monthly housing market minutes. What can I say, guys? I'm working on the name. If you like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, and get this out to other people, they can castigate me in the comments and let me know what the name should be. I'm open to recommendations. What are we talking about today? Got to get right into it because I got stuff to do. I got people to help, real problems. This is a real problem that we're going to help solve today. However, got full day of fun activities in the real estate world. They say there's no such thing as a real estate emergency. Did you know that? Property taxes. Matthew. So Matthew makes about 400 phone calls a day, literally. And 90% of the people I speak to are people that failed to sell their home either on their own or with another realtor previously. And one of the most common things that I'm hearing from buyers and sellers today, well, mostly sellers, because they're smoking hopium. Hopium is the deadliest drug in the world, by the way. They're smoking hopium that property taxes are going to be eliminated ubiquitously. You will not have a property tax bill, and the value of your property is going to go up exponentially. And it's going to be, well, it's funny because you can't talk out of both sides of your mouth. I've tried it. Sellers think that property taxes will go away ubiquitously. They won't have a property tax bill. The value of their home will go up exponentially, and it will be more affordable for buyers. Those two things don't work together. Shocking, I know. What's been proposed? Let's talk about that, because the takeaway from this video, you will be better having watched this video because you will understand what is being proposed. Two things have to take place for this to actually become a real thing. And I'm looking over here because I made my notes because I understood what was happening, but I wanted to be able to convey it to you all concisely. Two things have to take place. Number one, it's going to have to pass a 3/5 vote with the Florida House and Senate. Number two, it's going to have to get the approval of at least 60% of Florida voters. So what happened in the most recent voting round? It failed at Senate. So this is not something that's got an absolutely clean stretch of highway in front of it, and it's going to pass without any type of resistance. And here's the big and. This is not for every single property in Florida. It is only for your principal residence. So if you've got rental property, vacation properties, commercial properties, vacant land, short-term rentals, et cetera, my friend, you are still going to have your full property tax bill. And if portions of the property tax bill are eliminated, because there are some being proposed to be eliminated, keep in mind, have you ever heard of the old saying of you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, or cutting off your nose to spite your face? That money is going to have to come from somewhere. And guess where it's going to come from? Ultimately, it's going to, if this passes, we'll say, they're going to give deference to each local municipality to tax on consumer goods and things like that to recoup the funds that they lost in the property taxes. So, not everybody pays property taxes because not everybody owns property. However, everybody buys groceries, everybody buys building materials, it's consumer goods. Apply that generally. You're just going to pay it back there. So, while you're going to save a little bit of money each year on your property taxes, you're going to feel it more when you go out. It's interesting. I think it's is it Newton's third law that states that matter cannot be created or destroyed. Well, taxes can't be created or destroyed. They need the money. So you're still going to pay it somewhere. Getting down to the brass tacks, what's actually going to happen? Well, you're still going to pay for all of your school district property taxes. So those aren't going to go away. You're still going to pay for your CDDs if you have them, because that's what goes to pay for the local infrastructure. A CDD is your 30-year bond that you pay to the that it was a bond that the builder took out from the local government to build the community's amenities, infrastructure, and pay for, well, some of the HOA dues, frankly, because they kind of build that in. So you're still going to pay that. And you're still going to pay for all your solid waste, your utility bill, sewer, water, etc. You're still going to pay for your fire and rescue, and you're going to pay for other non-ad valorem assessments. So if they need to do the sidewalk and things of that nature, that goes in your taxes. Those are the things that you're going to still pay. What you won't pay are all non-school property taxes. So those will be they will be slowly phased out over a 10-year period, or they may go away in one fell swoop. That hasn't been determined yet because, again, it failed at Senate. Ultimately, though, the bottom line here is everybody will still have taxes in some capacity. And if your tax bill if your non-school tax bill portion of your tax bill is phased out, you will not see your property values catapult into the stratosphere because the taxes will just be applied to the consumer aspect of our market versus our asset, our real estate assets, our real property. It just won't be collected there anymore. They'll be collecting it from us everywhere else. So buyers and sellers will have less to spend on property. Therefore, the checks and balances will still be equal. And as I mentioned before, it's not on your investment properties. You're only going to see it on your homestead property. Only more solidifying that it's not going to dramatically impact our housing market by virtue of values going up, because not enough properties will see a decline in their property taxes. And if you're selling your property off to a buyer that's not going to live in it as their primary residence, it's going to do nothing for them because they'll get that full property tax bill back. So they'll even have to adjust their budget accordingly, especially if they're getting a mortgage and they have an escrow account. They'll have to adjust their budget so that they take into account their property taxes. They can't base it off what you pay because it's your principal residence. Theirs is going to be higher. I know I'm going down a little bit of a wormhole today because this is this conversation comes up every single day from some homeowner that I speak to that thinks their property taxes are just going to disappear and their home's going to be worth $10 million and they're going to sail off into the sunset and never pay property taxes again. And then I hear it from the investor owners that think it's going away on their rental properties and they're going to have so much more positive cash flow. All mistruths. Hopefully this helped to some degree. You're still going to pay property taxes, still going to pay CDD, you're still going to pay for your fire, you're still going to pay for your water and sewer. The only thing that's going to go away are a few line items on your tax bill. Go through your tax bill and look at the non-school items. More or less, that's what they're proposing to go away. Non-school items. And you're keeping the CDD, the school items, and your stormwater, fire rescue, and your assessments, your non-ad valorem assessments. You will keep all those. You're going to notice that a very, very small portion of your tax bill is going to disappear. And when it does, you'll feel it. Maybe not right away, but you'll feel it in your wallet shortly thereafter when they tax consumer goods a little bit more than they do now. You guys, hope you have an amazing rest of your month. When you have questions, please, like I said, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell. Share this with somebody who wants to really get a firmer grasp and understanding on what's happened with property taxes in Florida. Because you're still going to pay them. Did I say you're still going to pay them? Okay, just wanted to make sure I got that out one more time. Guys, have an amazing rest of your month, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.